everybody, friends. I just wanted to share. I was doing my devotion, and I just wanted to share some of the devotion that I had this morning and this evening. Um, First of all, I wanted to say that God has been very, very good to me, and there's just no way I can thank Him, for all that He's done. Um, I owe Him my life. Um, but I just know that there's a whole lot of disease and sickness and depression, and I'm just here to show you that there's a lot of hope for anyone. It doesn't matter how far down you've gone, or your sickness or your problem. It's not too big for God. Um, I can just say now that when I look back on my life and some of the things that have happened to me, a lot of times I had to point and say that was God taking care of me. That was God looking out for me. And I know that the first thing that I do when I get up is to roll out of bed and to my knees and just thank God for the day. Because just being able to live another day is a blessing. To be able to have family close is a blessing. To be able to have a roof over your head or clothes and food to eat is a blessing. And I'm trying to learn to be more humble and more grateful and thankful for all that God's done for me. I was reading tonight in my devotion, I was reading Psalm 91, one of my favorite psalms in the whole Bible. And I just want to share it with you. Psalm 91, verse 1 says, "He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in whom will I trust. Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler, and from the noisome pestilence. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day." I do have to say that if you're going through a hard time, I've prayed a lot about, when I have a bad day, or I can always start my day over that moment by getting on my knees and asking God to give me strength to do His will and to do the next good thing. The next best thing I can do is to follow His will. And He's just been really good to me, and I have to stop and thank Him. I mean, I have food to eat, I have a home to live in, a warm bed, I have my family, and I think there's a lot of things we take for granted, I myself included, that, we should really thank God and be grateful that we woke up another day to live and to do His will and to help someone. I have to ask God every morning. I struggle with some character flaws of mine, selfishness, ego. They seem to sneak in, and when they do, it always throws me off track with doing what I believe God would have me to do. And I just want to let you know that if you're going through a hard time right now, hold your chin up, because I've been through a lot, a whole lot. And there were times that I thought I wasn't going to make it. There were times that I got discouraged, times that I was tired, weary, and just wanted to throw in the towel. But I'm here to tell you that if you hold on to God and you call on His name, He will come through and He'll save you. He'll pull you out of that hell that you've been in. He'll pull you from the pit that you've been in. And I thought there was no way out for me I suffered from depression and anxiety. And God has been good to me because I prayed to Him about it. And it's like He knows exactly what I need. He rushes in with serene calmness to my soul. It just floods my soul, and I have to speak about it. Sometimes what God does, as I've been reading, I've noticed that there's a lot of great men in the Bible, and women too, that have suffered through depression and anxiety. And these were great men and women of God. Job is one. He suffered and had his family taken away, and and his possessions and everything, and was struck with sickness. But in the end, he knew and found out that it was to glorify God, because God gave him twice as much as he had before when he healed him. And I'm really wary about people that talk about somebody's going through a hard time, then God must be like, cursing them because they're a sinner. That's not true. There's a lot of people that, including myself, that God puts through tests to make you strong. If you don't go through the valley, you won't know. You won't have any appreciation for the mountaintop. And sometimes the valley is a learning place. The valley that you're in can teach you the most strength if you just hold on to God. I wanted to share the verse that I had read for devotions tonight. It's actually out of Psalms. It's one of my favorite Psalms that David wrote, and it's Psalm 91. It says, "He that dwelleth in the most secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom will I trust. Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler, and from the noise of pestilence. He shall cover thee with His feathers, and under His wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler." God promises us that if we will just seek Him and stay in the covert of His wings, He'll protect us from everything, from people that want the wickedness, from people that want to put you down. And truthfully, if I see someone who's lived their whole life and they're not going through a little bit of trouble or haven't had trouble hit them, I kind of wonder if, are they in the right place? Because my Bible tells me that the great men, even David himself, a man after God's own heart, went through a lot of depression and pain and sickness, sadness, mourning. And it was all because it was God's plan for their lives. And just because you're going through a hard time or depression doesn't mean it's the end. Sometimes it's to bring God glory in His ways. He does that in His own way. Sometimes it's to help someone else down the road that might need to hear what you've been through, so they know that they too can pull through. But as long as we stay in God's wings, He'll protect us, and He promises that in the Bible. I'm very thankful. I'm so thankful that I'm alive today. I should have been, could have been, would have been dead. But my God pulled me out of the hell that I was in, of depression, anxiety, fear, unbelieving, and He put me on a rock, a solid rock, and that rock was Jesus Christ. But I want to encourage you, if you're going through a hard time, call on the name of God. Sometimes you have to, all day you have to call, and you have to pray. And He promises, He said He'll never leave us nor forsake us. And He always promised that if we call upon the name of the Lord, we will be saved. And I just encourage you, I pray that you will take to heart, and next time you're having a bad time and you're having a troublesome time, call on the one that can save you, on God, the one God, the Lion of Judah, Jehovah. And I hope you have a blessed day, my friends, and thanks for listening.